Facebook and you've admitted that you had a few indiscretions. What is going on?
First of all, we were done. We were not together. We had a phone conversation, and he had said, we're going to get a divorce, and I'll send you the divorce papers. And then we hung up. And let me finish.
What had happened was, when I was at Fenty, we got in a phone argument, like she said, on Skype. And I told her, look, if you're going to strip after me and you, I've already gone through the discussion that you're not to do it until I get back, and we'll talk about it then. She says
there was reasons why I needed to.
Yeah, see, she says she needed the funds to support her family. Overseas, I was making $4,000 to $5,000 tax-free a month, living in a $400
it wasn't even that much
room.
Okay, Your Honor, there are expenses when you have kids. The money that was coming in, let's just be real, it wasn't enough to support the kids, and on top of that,
wasn't enough to support the kids. How? Because I'm going to keep it real. $5 grand a month.
I had to
tax-free.
It mainly.
This is what I'm trying to understand, Ms. Threlkel. You say you guys were done.
Yes,
so in other words, these things that he's finding on your Facebook and these indiscretions you're telling him about, this really shouldn't be an issue because in your mind, you thought your marriage was over.
Messed up as it may be.
Yes.
Because you all had an argument about you stripping and you hung up.
Yes, Your Honor. We hung up and we said it was done because I wanted to do what I wanted to do. Let me explain.
Okay, now we're getting to the truth.
Okay.
You wanted to do what you wanted to do.
Exactly.
And why is it that you wanted to strip?
Because we got married too young. Well, I needed to
she
because
wanted to be a hooker in training,
will
so
you
she'd
just
start
let me
stripping?
talk?
Well, no.
See, this is what I have to do
I'm asking is because I really want to know.
He's always calling me.
Why you chose stripping? I mean, because you could have just said, I want to go get an extra job at the mall.
Okay.
I want to be.
Ma'am, since 2008, since we've been together, since 2008, she hasn't started working until actually about 3 weeks ago. It was her actually first-time job. Hooking or stripping?
It's not hooking.
You're selling your body for money. Hooker.
No, it's not.
Anyways.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Anyways, to make matters worse, ma'am, the day I was supposed to come back home from overseas, we were told before we even got on the plane at Fort McCoy, Wisconsin, that there's going to be the color guard, the motorcycles that drive, in front. The news was going to be there. I get there, and not my father, my mother, my wife, like I said, we'll quote that, weren't even there. We get there. They call everybody's names up. Everybody's clapping and cheering. They come to my name, and it's just dead quiet. No one was there. So as everybody's getting ready to go home, I'm sitting there with my bags, and I didn't even have a phone yet, so I couldn't even call her. So I'm sitting there under a street light with my army bag on one side and a suitcase on the other.
No, I was waiting in the car for 30 minutes.
Your Honor,
he never showed up.
Wait. You waited in the car, so when they called his name, he says no one was there to clap or cheer. Did you hear them call his name?
We weren't at the airport. I was waiting across from his unit where he told me to wait. And I sat there for 30 minutes waiting.
Actually, ma'am, 2 weeks before we came back from overseas, my unit actually sent papers to all the family members back home, giving the exact